I teach a course in educational psychology. I'm actually proctoring the final exam this evening. Early on in each semester of that course, we talk about a teaching technique called language immersion, analogous to teaching someone how to swim by throwing them in the ocean. I came to Muhlenberg 11 years ago, assuming that I'd be here for a year or two, and then I'd move on to the next best coaching job, leaving this place in the dust and just having one more line on my resume. Somewhere along the way, I either jumped, some of you pushed me in, and forced me to swim. I became immersed in Muhlenberg. Though there have been some days along the way where I feel like I've swallowed a little too much water. And I'm not sure I'll ever master the language the way Sam Beitelman has, but I would argue I'm fluent. I want to thank my colleagues for their support over the years and for pushing me in along the way. She probably doesn't even remember this, but in 2003 when Sam was serving as an interim athletic director and the college was going to make decisions on who would be the permanent replacement at that time for Steve Erber, one of my colleagues pulled me aside and said, "Boy, you'd be great at this. You should apply." And at the time, I had no experience in administration. But Jane didn't think of that. She thought of the big picture down the road. And those comments have meant a lot to me since that day, and she's been very supportive of me since then, as have most of you that are in the room. I want to thank my wife, my two boys at home, Colin and Michael. Michael is probably the biggest fan on this campus, to my knowledge. He always seems to find that moment when there's no noise in the gym to yell, "Go Katie Matan." I've been asked a lot over the last couple weeks as people have started to find out about this appointment, how I felt about stepping down from coaching. And I guess I'll summarize it in that yesterday, Lauren and I were talking with Colin, our 6-year-old, and he asked me, "Dad, will you be able to coach me when I play baseball at Muhlenberg?" And so we informed him that that was not going to be the case, and he just bawled for 2 minutes inconsolably. So we may have to work on that down the road, who knows. Lauren and I look back now and are really, really thankful that opportunity did not knock too loud during those days when I thought there might be greener pastures elsewhere. It's become customary in these conversations over the course of the last few weeks on this campus to make wise cracks about Sam's age. And by the way, I don't think you look a day over 75. I'm not going to go there. I'm just going to thank him for retiring. No, Sam has been a tremendous mentor, and I owe him a lot. Recently, some of our teams have experienced individual and team success that have been unprecedented in the history of Muhlenberg College, not only within the conference, but at the national stage. And those accomplishments are a credit to the many people in this room and the others on campus that support the efforts of our student athletes. I'm honored by the opportunity to work beside my colleagues in this room and beyond as we build on the established traditions of excellence and afford every mule the opportunity to experience such prominence. Thank you all.